Hello everyone and welcome to Philly Crypto Trading Plus. Are you confused by all this price volatility? Are you wondering where prices will be next? Well, look no further. You're definitely in the right place. I'm here to solve these problems for you by providing clear, concise, and competent technical analysis. In today's tutorial, we'll be analyzing LITECOIN. Specifically, we'll talk about the Fibonacci retracements, descending parallel channel, MACD, RSI, the moving averages, also new target. Make sure you stick around the end for that. You always don't want to miss that. On a shorter time frame, we'll talk about an ascending parallel channel that's probably playing out as well. Touch upon my trade room and the symmetrical triangle that we've at this point have probably broken out of. So that's pretty much what we're going to cover. Make sure that in the video, be sure to smash the like button, guys, because it lets YouTube know that you're enjoying the content. It makes a huge difference to me. It lets them know that it's entertaining, and it puts it in the right places, if you know what I mean. So I'm always trying to improve my videos and give you the best content I can. So please let me know what you like about my content, and I will certainly be sure to do more of it. Now let's get into today's lesson real quickly. First of all, this is a daily time frame. I want to point out to you guys, I took a little shorter trend-based Fibonacci retracement for you rather than the top. And what you've got here from this bottom that we set here, we really only came back. We touched our 0.5 fib there, really, right here with this spike, which was really in the 228 area. So that's not that much of a bounce as I would like to see. This is why this is played out the way that it is. We would on a bounce like this, we would want to get up at least to the 0.618, which is up here, which we did not do, and actually more than that. Until that occurs, guys, we're going down, right? And this is what you see ensuing. So I'm just I'm backtracking for you guys to understand the history of things and how we get where we're going. So that in mind, guys, we did get the bounce here. Really, the body was at the 0.382, not very encouraging for an upward trend to start. Do you know what I'm saying? So you can see here that what we're doing with this descending parallel channel, we're following the parameters here that I've drawn out for you. Notice we've touched here what? We bounced 1, 2, 3, 4 times now, okay? We only touched the bottom twice, which is kind of interesting. But if you were a trader, guys, and I always talk about trading for a second, I use a 3 to 7% rule. I say that because it depends on who you are, how conservative or aggressive you may be, what the size of your portfolio is, what's your time frame, a lot of factors, okay? So generally speaking, make it simple, 3 to 7%. I've drawn this trend line for you right here, guys, this trend here. When we come down and we broke out of that trend, that's your trade right there, guys. Okay, around that 124, 125 area, bang, and then we're off to the races, right? So this is what I'm talking about, guys. So we are now getting ready to hit that 20-day moving average at 149 and some change, right? And then the 50 is at was it 188? So we have not got up there just yet. But what I want to caution you about, guys, is we have a 50-day moving average is just trending down pretty good here, okay? We'll probably go up at some point and end up touching that, but as long as it's heading down like this, I don't really see us busting hard through there real quickly. I see us, what we want to do is see this sort of thing flattening and then get up on top of it, form some kind of support and basing with which to go higher. But remember, guys, we are still trending downwards right now, and that has not changed, okay? Until we start breaking out of the parameters of this descending channel, you know, we're still in the same mode, but don't be surprised to see us come back up and touch that. So if we were to get a bit exhausted, guys, in the short term, we're probably looking at, you know, this anywhere from 154 to 160 is probably a short term. We could come up and touch this. We really could, guys. But I'm just saying, realistically, following the parameters of channel, what the channel says, probably up in the 160 area, okay, maybe upper 158s, right? I'm going to show you some targets or some supports on the other chart as well, but I want to cover a couple quick things. Relative strength right now, guys, we're over 45. We've been climbing here, which is great, but we're not above 50 yet, so we don't expect a whole lot of upward momentum and trend changes yet to happen, okay? But we're certainly rising, and that's a great thing, but we need to get above 50, so keep that in the back of your mind. MACD as well, we've crossed over here, which is nice, but it's still not the strength that we want to see for trend changes and really taking off price-wise, okay? Now we're going to go a little closer for you, get a little better look at this, guys. You can see, again, with that trend line, that was your trade right there. Now we're off to the races, right? Now keep in mind, we're going to be starting approaching some resistance right here at that 160, okay? And I'll show you that a little closer with this other time frame. This is the 4-hour time frame. I want to show you again, guys. Notice our relative strength is nice, but we're pulling back a little bit now. Very strong with the MACD, which is awesome. What I want to do now is show you this ascending parallel channel that has now started. Okay, you can see here we came down, we actually touched the bottom of the spike, but see we came right to the middle of the channel. We hugged that, then we came back and touched that again, hugged the middle again, which is kind of interesting, and came back and touched the top. Now we've rolled all the way back down to the bottom. Notice how we hugged it, bounced off of it, hugged it again, and look at this, a third time, and then now we're off. So now we're hitting that midline, guys, which is going to be around here. So now it remains to be seen whether we can get through this, as well as maybe getting back up to the top parameters of this channel. Okay, again, we'll see here, guys, right in this area. This is where we're looking for a little bit of resistance, probably in the upper 150s, 160. Just give you an idea. So, by the way, real quickly, guys, before I get into this other technical analysis for you here real quickly, I want to talk about our trade room, guys. There are 100 coins out there that are released every single month, guys. There's too many to list or go over or talk about or analyze on this channel. That's why we have a trade room for you. We give you all the calls. We give you entry points, exit points. We tell you everything that you need to know. We follow along with Bitcoin on a more regular basis for perspective of the market, because that's very important. If you don't follow Bitcoin, that's foolish of you not to do so. So the trade room is only $20 a month. That's less than $1 a day, guys. This trade that we just had in the last day or two that I called about maybe eight coins, whatever. That trade right there in the last day and a half really is paid for the trade room at only $20 a month. It's probably paid for the next 6 months. I mean, it's an absolute bargain. It's a joke how cheap it is, but I do that to make it affordable for you guys so you can get in there. Now, I always list the trade room link, the access to Patreon. That's how you get there. I list that in the video descriptions, and a lot of times I'll put it in the comments below as well. So make sure that you look at that and don't miss out. Also, guys, a lot of these members that are making money and doing well on the channel, please remember, guys, I do this for the new folks, for everybody coming in to teach you, educate you. So please, if there are positive things you have to say or anything really that you want to say, please comment below in the video comments, and let these new folks that are coming to the channel know what's going on and the benefits that they can receive and the money that they can make by joining the trade room. Okay. Now, I've held off on all the ads. I'm just running a couple that you can click out of, all that kind of thing. Been moderate for you guys, and in return for that, I hope you'll come out and support us in that trade room. Okay. Now, with that in mind, let's get back to a couple more things. All right, see this descending channel that is forming again. Just another look, right? What I want to point out to you guys is the moving averages real quick. The 20s at 149.62 in orange. In purple, 188.66 is the 50-day. 220 is the 100. 190 is the 200. So, guys, when the 50 is crossing the 200 here, that's what they call a death cross, right? But understand this, guys, it doesn't always play out that we're going to get a huge drop. Although I still think there's a possibility of that. The jury is still out. You know, this is why we watch every single day. So keep in mind, guys, this isn't always extremely bearish. Sometimes it'll be a lagging indicator and we'll flatten out and drop, and then we'll kind of get some sort of flattening to which will go higher later. So we don't know yet how that's going to play out, guys. Again, this is why we watch. You can't just, it's not a black and white thing. You go, oh, look, it's a death cross, so we're definitely going to take a huge dump. More times than not we do, but guys, we just watched this before, literally 2 or 3 months ago, where the death crosses were coming about, and we didn't really go down much. So it could be a lagging indicator here. We're going to see. Time will tell. Okay, just to give you an idea. But anyway, so here we're moving up, guys. We got the parameters of the descending channel going on, right? So again, we're going to look here. We've got some resistance starting at the 154, upper 154 area, which I've given you a resistance. By the way, guys, these lines have been drawn for months. Isn't it funny how they become important and pertinent again? You know, it's not an accident, guys. So with that in mind, though, you'll see that we're approaching the 20 right now. Okay, so we haven't hit the top of the channel yet. That's what we're looking for, guys. And we've got this 50 coming down. really heading down hard still, guys. You know, we're going to hit some touch, and then we're going to need some sort of a consolidation if we're going to extend upward at some point, okay? I don't like to see us go straight up a lot, especially with these indicators looking like they are, okay? Now, I want to go through a shorter time frame. I want to point something out to you guys where we have a this is the bottom trend line here, but at the same time, we formed a symmetrical triangle here, okay? Notice we came through it. We came down, touched the bottom, came back up to the top, back to the bottom again, to the top. But look what we did this time, guys. We've got our 20. Remember, this is a 4-hour time frame, guys. 20 average, look at that. We stayed up, we came above this, flattened out nicely, which was a good clue. And we moved through that. See how we touched that? But look what we did. We hugged it, hugged it, hugged it. Now it's flattening, and we took off. We blew right through the channel, which is awesome. And then we've come up to the 100-day moving average, which on a 4-hour time frame is around the 146 and some change. 147, yeah. They're actually 150, yeah. 147, yeah. So we still could get an upward move, guys. But what I wanted to show you real quickly, guys, is our targets. Okay. What I'm doing right now, guys, if you want to understand how symmetrical triangles work, where we entered into the triangle and where we hit the bottom of the triangle, all we're simply going to do is take that target, right, which is right here, right, and we're simply going to put it right here where we break out of the symmetrical triangle, right? So with that in mind, that's going to be our next target to look for, guys, which is where? The 163 area, right? Notice how the 200 is up at 160. Why? Yeah, so that's at 160. And of course, remember, guys, on the shorter time frame, you can see that descending channel that's up here. So these prices are going to coincide. This is our upper target to look for next, guys. But don't be afraid if we get a little bit of a pullback first and then continue up. We just don't know yet. We have our ideas, our parameters, our numbers, our averages to all look for perspective. And this is what we're going to look for, guys. So with that in mind, I hope this has been helpful for you guys. If you like what you hear, make sure that you smash the like button down below. It always helps us know what's going on, that you're enjoying it. Like I said before, make sure you smash it. Also, any comments that you have, guys, something that you learned today, whatever the most valuable part of the lesson is today, I want to know from you. Comment down below in the comment section. That's what it's for, guys. Don't be afraid to use it. I love the feedback. I love to hear from you guys, okay? Now, with that in mind, guys, real quickly, if I had a bad month. I forgot to mention that, guys. I was a lot of problems. My absence was gone. So if you guys thought that you were going to get rid of me that easy, nah, it's not going to happen. That in mind, though, I had some health issues, guys. I got an infection thereafter. I had a close friend of mine that passed away, and then I had some computer problems for like the last week. So I apologize for the absence, but despite all that, here I am plugging along near the end of the month, getting back to it, okay, guys? So I just wanted to explain to you where I've been, what's been going on. Keep you apprised, okay? Now, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. Also, the more subscribers that we get, the better, more content we continue making for you. So please like, share, and subscribe. Now, if you want to learn more, please be sure and watch this next video.